The Northern District of Illinois is located within the state of Illinois, encompassing the northern portion of the state. It includes the cities of Chicago and the surrounding metropolitan area, as well as other countries in northern Illinois. Specifically, the Eastern Division is in Chicago and the Western Division is in Rockford. Now, more details on this. So as far as the divisions, the Northern District is divided into the Eastern and Western Division. Eastern Divisions, it includes Cook, DuPage, Grundy, Kane, Kendall, Lake, LaSalle, and Will County. Now, my reason for saying this is because on April 6, 2023, a federal arrest warrant for Ivan Archivaldo Guzman Salazar was issued in the Northern District of Illinois for conspiracy to distribute a controlled substance, running a continuing criminal enterprise and money laundering. Now, the guy that you're seeing on your screen is Joaquin Lopez Guzman. He was captured and arrested in Santa Teresa, along with Ishmael El Mayo, Zambada Garcia, the Sonora Cartel co-founder and the most wanted drug trafficker in the world. Guzman Lopez and Zambada Garcia had flown into the United States via private aircraft on a flight from Mexico in an uncoordinated and unplanned action in which Guzman Lopez self-surrendered. Now, to summarize this article, is basically saying that one surrendered and the other one was probably on the line. Now, I'm saying all this to say this. Ivan Archivaldo Guzman Salazar is wanted in connection with an HSI Nogales, Arizona investigation into the Sonora Cartel. He is a leader in a broad conspiracy that began in 2008 and continues to present day, in which he and his three brothers, known as the Chapitos, inherited their father, the notorious Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, Laura's drug trafficking network. Now, the story behind this is pretty interesting. Now, you might want to buckle up for this one because this ride could get bumpy. Y'all hit that share button. Go ahead and follow, subscribe. Yo, this story gets wild. Yo, check it. So, Ivan Guzman Salazar and his brother assumed and consolidated control over El Chapo's faction of the cartel and subsequently coordinated drug trafficking activities to smuggle large quantities of cocaine, generally in shipments of hundreds of thousands of kilograms at a time, as well as multi-kilogram quantities of heroin, methamphetamine, and marijuana from Mexico across the United States border and then throughout the United States. The Chapitos and other members and associates under the command in the Sonora cartel also have utilized violence in Sonora and in the United States to protect their drug distribution activities. This included obtaining guns and other weapons, bribing public officials, inciting, engaging, and threatening violence to include murders, kidnapping, assaults, and battery against law enforcement, rival drug traffickers, and members of their own drug trafficking organization. Now, here's where the story gets crazy. Y'all hit that like button. Go ahead and follow. Drop a comment if you need to. These acts of violence include the notorious Battle of Culican or Culicanazo that occurred on October 17, 2019, in which Mexican authorities arrested his half-brother and co-conspirator, Ovidio Guzman Lopez, in Culican, Sonora, Mexico. The response, led in part by Ivan Guzman and brothers, showed their influence when hundreds of gunmen responded and engaged Mexican authorities in gun battle throughout the city, set fury roadblocks and caused multiple lives lost. The result forced the Mexican government to release Ovidio Guzman Lopez. Now, I've said all that to say this. Protests against immigration raids and the mobilization of the National Guards are ongoing in multiple U.S. cities, with Los Angeles experiencing the most significant unrest and curfews. Protests have also spread to cities including New York, Chicago, Philadelphia, Seattle, and Las Vegas. In Texas, protests have taken place in San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas. Specifically, the protests are in response to immigration raids, recent immigration raids by ICE, which have led to detention and deportation. Now, I want to get into a quick recap of the timeline and the incidents leading all the way up into this whole immigration incident. If you'll just study from where I started from, which is in 2008, from which the investigation started, leading all the way up into the big gun battle, which was in 2019. Now, keep in mind, all this is still going on under an investigation. 2019, you have the big gun battle. 2023, that incident happened, all the way leading up into 2024 and updated up until 6/11/2025. Now, stay with me on this. Now, could it be possible, and I'm going to say allegedly, that this whole thing was a migration for this cartel? Keep in mind, El Chapo know the ins and outs now of the United States, and these guys took this trafficking distribution organization on from him. So they would kind of have some know-abouts to the in and outs and how to move. If you look at the map that I showed in the earlier diagram that how far in the distance it would to travel. If I heard that, hey, they just dropped the warrant out, then where would I go from Chicago? And I'm just, like I said, on this part, this is alleged, but ask yourself these questions as to why this protest actually just took place. Was it just the immigration? Or if you ask me, I think it's actually just a human barricade to cover up and keep these guys protected.